Our today's topic is center of gravity. Whenever the term gravity has come, only one man comes to our mind is the legend, the scientist, Sir Isaac Newton. No, this is not Sir Isaac Newton. Actually, this is the cartoon pig. Sir Isaac Newton discovered gravity. Actually, Sir Isaac Newton discovered this term gravity when he saw a falling apple while thinking about the forces of nature. Forces of nature means why the earth is moving around the sun. This is the forces of nature, due to which force earth is moving around the sun. At the same time, due to which force moon is moving around the earth. He was thinking about these forces of nature. At that time, when he saw a falling apple, he discovered that there must be some forces. Due to that forces, apple is not going upward direction. It is coming to downward direction. And he named this force as gravitational force or force of gravity, which is also known as weight of an object, mass and gravitational force. So whatever really happened, Newton realized that some force must be acting on falling objects like apples, otherwise they would not start moving from rest. And he at that time named this force as force of gravity, weight, or it is also known as gravitational force. This G is gravitational force. Now the term center of gravity. Fine. So what is gravity? That we have understand. Now what is center of gravity? Now see that a body is made up of a number of particles. A body is made up of number of particles, and earth attracts its particle towards its center. That means each particle has a weight, right? Each particle has a weight and which is parallel to each other and acting towards the center of earth. Now the center of gravity is the point where the algebraic sum of moments of weights. Suppose this is W1, this is W2, this is W3, this is W4. Now the algebraic sum of moment of weights will be 0. At that point, center of gravity is present. Hope you can understand. I am explaining again these things. Center of gravity is the point. Let me write it down. Center of gravity is the point where the algebraic sum of moment of force or moments of force of each particle, or we can say directly moments of weights is 0. So colorful definition. Center of gravity is the point where algebraic sum of moments of weights is 0. This is called center of gravity. Now, three important things based on center of gravity. Number one, center of gravity do not depends mass of an object, but it depends distribution of mass, distribution of mass. Now this is a new term. Distribution of mass means how the mass of a body is distributed. That means shape of an body. एक बॉडी का जो मास है वो कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है, दैट इज द शेप ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट, शेप ऑफ अ बॉडी. सो center of gravity depends only the distribution of mass, not the mass of an object. And point number 3 is that it is not necessary that center of gravity always be within the material. Not necessary that center of gravity always within the material. Let me explain the first point, that is center of gravity do not depends mass of an object. Okay, I have to erase these things. Mass of an object. Suppose center of gravity of a uniform wire AB is a uniform wire. Its center of gravity is in the middle of the wire. This is the center of gravity. Fine. Now, if I bend this wire into the form of a circle, AB will be at the same point. Now, where will be the center of gravity? The center of gravity will be at the middle of the circle. So, we have seen that it does not depend mass of an object, it will depend the size of the object. But it will depend shape of the object, it will not depend size of the object. Sorry. Suppose this is a ball. Now if I increase the center of gravity of this ball will be at this point O, suppose. Now if I increase the mass of the ball and the shape is same, fine, okay, at the same time the center of gravity will be same point at the middle of the ball. So the first two things, that center of gravity do not depend mass of an object, it will depend only the distribution of mass of an object, distribution of mass. And the third point was, it is not necessary that the center of gravity always be within the material. Consider a ring. The center of gravity is not inside the material. At the center there is no material. So this is also not necessary that center of gravity always be within the material. These are the three basic points that we have to remember. Now let's go to the chapter. Center of gravity. We have read that the gravitational force is always attractive. So the earth attracts every particle towards its center by a force known as force of gravity on the particle or the weight of the particle. Fine. A body can be considered to be made up of a number of particles that we already know, each of weight W. Let's consider each of weight is W. See this picture. Okay. As the size of the body is quite small in comparison to the size of the earth, the pull of gravity W acting on these particles can be regarded to be parallel to each other. Now see that the size of the particle is very small compared to the size of the earth. Suppose this is the particle and here is the earth. Now the particle size is very small and the weight of the particle will be straight. Now if I consider this object is made up of a number of particles, then what will happen? The weight of the each particles will also be parallel. Fine. So this is shown in this picture. Now the question arises, can all these parallel forces acting in the same direction, that is vertically? Yes. By replaced by a resultant force, all the particle, see the size of the earth is very large, the size of the, so all the forces will be acting towards the center of the earth. Now if I zoom these things, then we will see this thing, that each particle, the weight of the each particle is parallel and attracts towards the center of the earth. So the question is yes. If the magnitude of the single force is equal to the sum of all these parallel forces and is therefore equal to the entire weight of the body. If the magnitude of the single force is equal to the sum of all these parallel forces, single force means the point, single forces जो भी है उसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है which is equal to the sum of all these parallel forces and is therefore equal to the entire weight of the body. यही जो पॉइंट है ना, इसमें ये बॉडी का पूरा वेट रहता है. This weight W is considered to act at point G such that, yes, such that the algebraic sum of moments due to weight, इधर हम देख रहे हैं clockwise moment of force and this side anti-clockwise moment of force. So at equilibrium condition, clockwise moment of force will be equal to anti-clockwise moment of force, and at that point, center of gravity will be present. The point G is called the center of gravity of the body. The body can be balanced by supporting it at the center of gravity G. In other words, the body can be considered as a point mass of weight W placed at G. It means that the mass of the whole body will be concentrated at this point. So mass of a body, mass of an object always will be at its center of gravity. Okay, now here is a definition. Center of gravity of a body is the point about which the algebraic sum of moments of weights of particle constituting the body is 0, and the entire weight of the body is considered to act as this point. So moments of weight will be 0, sum of all the moments of weight will be 0, and at the center of gravity the weight of the body is considered. The position of center of gravity, just a minute, the position of center of gravity of a body of given mass depends on its shape. Yes, that is distribution of mass. Distribution of mass. It means shape of the body. Example. Here are some example. The center of gravity of a uniform wire is at its midpoint. Yes, that we have seen. Center of gravity of a uniform wire is its midpoint, but I have to cut it out. No issues at all. Okay. Example. The center of gravity of a uniform wire is at its midpoint, that we have already seen. Suppose AB is a uniform wire and its center of gravity is at the midpoint of the wire. But if this wire is bent into the form of a circle, now if I make a circle by the wire, then the center of gravity will then be at the center of the circle. Now the second point. It is not necessary that the center of gravity always be within the material of the body. This is also the example. The center of gravity of a ring or a hollow sphere lies at its center where there is no material. Lies at its center where there is no material. Okay. Now here are some example where the position of the center of gravity of an object will be situated. Just go through it, and some pictures are drawn over here, that circular ring, circular disc, triangular lamina. Triangular lamina is an important part. Triangular lamina, yes, the point of intersection of medians. The point of intersection of medians. Okay. Parallel or rectangular lamina or square, the point of intersection of the diagonals. These two are actually common and important. Okay. Center of gravity and the balance point. When a body is freely suspended from a point, it comes to rest or in balance in such a position that its center of gravity lies vertically below the point of suspension. Further, an object can be balanced on a knife edge or a fingertip by keeping it exactly below the center of gravity of the object. It is possible because the algebraic sum of moments of the weights of all the particles about the knife is 0. Hope you can understand. When a body is freely suspended from a point, it comes to rest in such a position that its center of gravity lies vertically below the point of suspension. Further, an object can be balanced on a knife edge by keeping it exactly below the center of gravity of the object. It means, suppose this is an object. Now here will be the center of gravity. Now if you want to balance this object at any point, you can hold a string so that the object will be in equilibrium. This is the thing. Why? Because the moment of weight of all the particle will be sum of all the particles will be 0. Fine. Now, and say practical experience, determination of center of gravity of an irregular lamina. Irregular lamina means a thin sheet. By method by balancing using a plumb. See, this is a retort stand, and here is the irregular lamina. Now we have to make 3 holes, that is PQR, at the edge of this lamina. Now what we have to do, suspend the given lamina along with the plumb line from the hole P. Now draw a straight line PP dash along the plumb line. Repeat the procedure by suspending the lamina through the hole Q and draw the line QQ dash. Then from R and draw the line R dash. Now what we will see is the common point G, which is the position of the center of gravity of the lamina.